Выстрел!
A Russian FPV drone struck a pickup truck carrying 4 people in this manner.
Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like.
The result of a Russian FPV drone striking a Humvee armored vehicle belonging to operators of the 82nd Airborne Brigade, affiliated with Ukrainian forces in the Sumy region. Soldiers from the 56th Guards Airborne Regiment recounted how they liberated the village of Besilovka in the Sumy region. Extensive preparations were made prior to the attack. Crimean paratroopers used unmanned aerial vehicles to expose the entire defense system of the Ukrainian armed forces, identify fortifications, locate firing points, and launch operations. The assault groups managed to approach the village undetected at dawn. With a swift move, they overran enemy positions, neutralized all personnel, captured the village, and secured the southern borders. The Ukrainians attempted a counterattack with drones and artillery support, but the paratroopers repelled all attacks. The liberation of Besilovka enabled the Sever Group to expand the buffer zone in the Sumy region westward, thereby weakening enemy pressure on Tetkino in the Kursk region. From here, it is possible to advance southward toward the city of Belopolye, a key logistics hub for the Ukrainian armed forces with a population of 6,000. Footage recorded by local residents of attacks by Garan drones in Kharkiv and Lutsk. A Russian FPV drone operator hit a pickup truck carrying Ukrainian soldiers with a direct hit. Russian drones carried out relentless attacks in Kiev throughout the night. Here are images from those moments. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. A drone operator from the 114th Motorized Infantry Regiment, part of the 127th Motorized Infantry Division of the 5th Army of the Eastern Military District, destroyed an enemy mortar in the Kamyshevaka region. The Air Defense Forces and Air Defense Army destroyed Ukraine's position in Kamyshevaka with FAB bombs. Images of Special Forces guards belonging to the 14th Brigade of the Vostok military group. These soldiers carry out the difficult task of destroying enemy manpower and technical resources on the border of the Dnipropetrovsk region every day. A reconnaissance unit from the Yuzhnaya Air Defense Unit in the direction of Seversk detected an enemy FPV UAV and shot it down with accurate fire from light weapons. The military recruitment office in Odessa was destroyed by a Russian drone attack.
Гандон, блядь. Вот он, сверху еще один, смотри. Пидораст. Смотри. Военкомат.
Уже никто и не сбивает.
А куда их сбивать надо, блядь? Смотри, сука.
Там же рядом жилые дома.
6 уже, блядь. Или сколько? 5, блядь, да? Куда же, смотри. Бля, смотри, какие у них боеголовки спереди, блядь. Что тут дали, смотри. Ебануть. Ёб твою мать. Там не в дома попал, там дома аж эти рядом.
8. FPV UAV operators attached to the 33rd Motorized Rifle Regiment of the 20th Motorized Rifle Division of the 8th Guards Combined Arms Army used kamikaze UAVs to destroy Ukrainian armed forces PVDs, positions, and personnel in the Yablonovka region. Precision strikes eliminated the enemy's ability to defend itself and rotate its units in the near future. Eight, the work of the Guard Combined Arms Army detected a PVD consisting of Ukrainian forces personnel in the Alexandro-Kalinovo region. The FPV UAV unit of the 20th Motorized Infantry Division carried out a precision strike, completely destroying the target. The aftermath of an attack by the Ukrainian armed forces on an apartment building in Oleshki. According to a statement from the Russian Defense Ministry, engineers from the southern military district are clearing roads of explosives and preparing to safely transport wounded personnel and supplies to the front lines. Paladins are being destroyed near Konstantinovka. An American M109 self-propelled gun went missing in a forest on the outskirts of Konstantinovka. Drone operators from the 27th Artillery Regiment found the missing vehicle covered with camouflage nets and grids. It took some effort to rescue the Paladin from the wreckage. A ground robotic vehicle belonging to the Ukrainian armed forces was destroyed in the direction of Konstantinovka as a result of a precision strike by a Russian FPV drone. Footage of combat operations carried out by the 3rd Combined Arms Army of the Southern Forces Group to destroy the command center and launch site of Ukrainian Armed Forces UAVs. Seversk direction. The 38th Guards Motorized Rifle Brigade is destroying the Ukrainian Armed Forces PVD in Chervony Lyman with its long-range weapons. Systematic work is being carried out to identify and destroy enemy troop concentrations and firing points in residential buildings. (16) Special Forces Brigade fighters destroyed another enemy Humvee in spectacular fashion in the Chasiv Yar region. The Russian Defense Ministry announced that the Western group raised the Russian flag in the village of Novoye. Heavy clashes between Ukrainian and Russian troops took place in the area at very close range. The infantry, whose bunkers were hit by drones, were shelled by artillery fire before they could find a safe place. Meanwhile, trenches and bunkers were raided by Russian troops. As a result of aircraft-type UAVs, UAVs capable of dropping ammunition, and close-range fire from Russian infantry, Ukrainian troops suffered many casualties and retreated. A Russian soldier placed an anti-tank mine on the road and ran over a Ukrainian armored vehicle. The crew of the armored vehicle abandoned the vehicle. In the Pokrovsk direction, UMPKFAB grenades were dropped on the infantry of the armed forces of Ukraine hiding in ruined houses. As a result of powerful explosions, the positions were destroyed. Russian UAV operators in the Sumy region found 5 Kozak armored personnel carriers in an underground garage of the Ukrainian armed forces near Novaya Pisarevka. The 5 armored vehicles were then destroyed in the garage by Russian FPV drones. In the Pokrovsk direction, a Ukrainian hut with electronic devices was hit. There is no information on whether there were personnel inside the hut. It was reported that there were many antennas and electronic devices in the hut. Possibly these could be UAV equipment. Images from the Sumy region, where Russian troops continue to advance. A bunker hidden underground was detected. Then the Russian attack drone moved in and hit the door of the bunker. Then a fire broke out. In the same forest belt, a weapon, probably belonging to the same crew, was found and destroyed. I couldn't tell exactly what kind of weapon it was because it was camouflaged. Any thoughts? While the attacks continued in the same direction, another underground bunker was found and hit. A bunker of the Ukrainian armed forces was attacked by a massive drone strike. The soldiers inside panicked and some were injured. A brave Russian soldier carried a backpack full of anti-tank mines on foot to the bunker. After lighting the fuse of the anti-tank mine in the backpack, he threw the mine into the bunker and ran away. In the Kupiansk direction, the UAV operators of the 27th Brigade destroyed the BMPs of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the M113 armored personnel carrier vehicle. A Russian Mavic shoots down a Ukrainian fiber-optic UAV by cutting the wire with its blades. An attack drone belonging to the Dnipro military group destroyed a camouflaged Ukrainian mortar on the right bank of the Dnipro River in the Kherson region. Another video of a Ukrainian reconnaissance aircraft being hit by a Russian FPV attack unit. Once again, the Russian aircraft escaped. This skill is nothing short of amazing. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. FPV UAVs destroyed an expensive video surveillance complex and signal boosters for UAVs located at a control point of Ukraine's UAVs. Engineers from the Donskoy Cossack Regiment of the Airborne Forces are conducting a humanitarian mine clearance operation in the Kursk border region. Sumy region. Ukrainian soldiers abandoned their armored vehicle and fled as a result of Russian drone attacks. The drone operators then calmly approached the armored vehicle and destroyed it. Fighters belonging to the 16th Special Forces Brigade destroyed a Ukrainian mortar in the Monokinovka region. Footage of the 57th Guards Motorized Rifle Brigade of the 5th Army's assault units liberating the village of Shevchenko. Here we see a motorcyclist racing through a minefield and motorized infantry dismounting from MTLB vehicles, running toward buildings, and then rushing to clear the area. The footage also shows men who were unlucky enough not to surrender or evacuate the village in time. The strongholds of the 2nd Battalion of the 141st Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were destroyed by the 11th Guards Army of the Air Force and FABs of the Air Defense Forces.